Hello, everyone. Another person has been killed over blasphemy in Niger State. Yeah, and Lord have mercy. He said, alleged blasphemy, angry youths kill female food seller in Niger State. A female food seller, simply identified as Amaye, has been lynched in Bariga, a local government area of Niger State, by angry youths over alleged blasphemy against Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The incident was said to have occurred at Kasuwan Garba in the council area. According to eyewitnesses, the face-off began at a nearby community of Iguana, where the woman, who is also Muslim and well known by residents as food seller, reportedly exchanged words with a young man said to be her nephew. It was gathered that the young man jokingly told her that he wanted to marry her to fulfill the sunnah, and that made the woman to make comments considered blasphemous, causing outrage among the locals. The matter was said to have been taken to the palace of the district head of Kaswan Garba, where the woman was interrogated, and she reportedly repeated what she said earlier. The development made the district head to hand her over to security operatives for further investigation, but a crowd of agitated youths insisted on her immediate execution. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord. Oh, Lord have mercy. Among these people now who decided to execute a human being that they did not create, you probably will not, I will not be surprised that some of them have not prayed. Some of them cannot remember when last they prayed. Some of them have committed their various sins, but it is a matter of another person that they will take laws into themselves and say that, oh, somebody has committed blasphemy. And the next thing they will go, they will lynch someone and kill that person. What kind of barbarism happens in our country? What kind of barbarism is this? And the thing is that these ones will get away with it again. It will enable another ones to go for it. These people that have killed this lady, by the time you get them together, they too, they also get, they also prosecute them and sentence them to death. It will send signal to other people that they must not do it. If by the time they start looking for the killers, and you say all of them will start escaping, the one that killed Deborah in Sokoto, up to now they've not prosecuted that case. The main agitator that was shouting and screaming that he was the one that did it, all of a sudden disappeared. So you're ready to kill, but you are not ready to die for that your religion that you are ready to kill for. I don't get it. Is it to take life just like that? Any small thing back before you know, they'll say it's blasphemy. Somebody will borrow money from you, you're trying to get the person to pay, the person will just do false advice, just say blasphemy. People will just come and lynch you. Okay, now. It was further gathered that despite attempts by security personnel to protect her, the mob overpowered them and stoned her to death. Confirming the incident, the chairman of Mariga local government, Abbas Adamu, said calm has since been restored to the area. This is not so. This has nothing to do with calm being restored to the area. This should be something that has to be done with the people being found, fished out, prosecuted, and let them face the full wrath of the law. We cannot continue to be in a nation where people just decide to just do anyhow barbarism, take the laws into their hands and just go after people and start killing people. It's just there's this pseudo religiosity that people have. People will not sit down and interrogate themselves. Have you done what God asks you to do? Have you done your own worship? Have you done your own? Do your business, let that one, do their own. But no, any small thing, anything that would lead to them taking life, that is what some people seem to derive joy from and doing all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, honestly, I'm going to put this blame squarely at the feet of authorities, squarely at our judicial system, at our law enforcement system, for people to continue to take the laws into their hands and behave in this manner. Honestly, it's just It's just what has been enabled and what has been allowed in Nigeria. If these things were not allowed, definitely people will get more. This person has this to say. He said the killing of Amaye in Niger State, that's Nelson Collins, over alleged blasphemy is barbaric and unacceptable acts that is often in recurrence. Northern leaders must end the culture of mob justice that shames their people and stalls progress. Silence only empowers extremists. The president must treat such acts as terrorism, swift arrest, famed prosecution, and protection of freedom of life and faith. Nigeria cannot move forward if barbarism wears the mask of a religion. Exactly the same thing that I said is what this particular person is saying. Chooks. He said calm has since been restored to the area. A human was killed, and that is all that is being said. Calm. What about the lost lives? What about murderers? Have they been apprehended? This is not about religion again. Human killing human is under the law called murder, and they should face the consequences of their action. If we keep praying for calm with justice being taken, a time will come when everyone will restore calm their way. And this is not what we need in Nigeria. For Christ's sake, this country is great and beautiful. There are laws that should be upheld, not calm. I pray that one day we all see past religion and calm. He put the calm in capital letters, and that is speaking my mind, because the moment that I read that thing, the first thing that came to my mind is that how are you talking about calm has been restored when they're talking about life that was taken? This is a woman who woke up today doing her business, going about her business, and then someone comes, rise her up. Why you say you're going to marry her? This is someone who is her nephew. What kind of stupid conversation led to that your dad is even coming, between you, and then the next thing, a mob coming out, probably amongst those people that have eaten her food. She had given them credit that they have not even paid or anything. They are amongst the ones that will pick that stone and say they are stoning, someone to death, and then an elected official is coming to say that this is about calm, about restoring calm. That was how the other day also. Yeah, I think that was in Abuja. When someone was lynched and killed because of this same blasphemy again. In that case, I think it has something to do with, there was a particular market that they needed them to close early. They were asked to stop, selling, and while this man was going around, the next thing, one of them, bought this alarm that he has insulted the prophet, and before you know what's happening, the person was lynched, and that was not long after the one of Sokoto happened. The next victim of this thing, probably there, supporting the whole thing that happened, forgetting that yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors, and tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The question I always ask, who is next?